So this is today's post-workout meal. You saw me cooking up what is tofu, and then I also cooked down a bag of carrots, like shredded carrots that I had left over, and a thing of kale slaw. These were just like leftover items that I had in the fridge from another dinner that I had made last week. I kind of like to mix these things together, basically make like a stir fry, and then I also added some sauerkraut, just because I like sauerkraut, and it's a good probiotic usually. So I kind of want to talk about food diversification. When you kind of like watch bodybuilders or you look up bodybuilding, you know, for many years it was kind of just chicken and broccoli. That's kind of just like what they stuck to. And there's nothing wrong with that per se, but it gets boring. I think that's why a lot of people have a hard time with their diets, is because it gets really boring. Some people can do it, no problem, but for the vast majority of people, they don't stick to it. And I don't blame them. It's not fun, it gets boring, and who wants to eat chicken and broccoli all the time? So what I typically do as of lately to change up my meals, because I'm still trying to eat relatively low-fat foods, or lower fat, so I do stick to chicken breast. I started to pick up tofu, and I kind of fry it up in the pan with some seasonings. Usually I'll do curry seasonings, so I have like curry paste, cumin, curry powder, turmeric, and garlic powder. I usually mix all of them together, and then I'll cook some vegetables, kind of make like a stir fry with it all. But what I kind of want to talk about is the role of animal products in your diet and why I wouldn't necessarily go vegan. There's a lot of people that are vegan and they're very successful at it, but I feel for my goals that going full vegan is not optimal. And the main reason I do not see it as optimal is because you do not get adequate iron. When you eat animal products, you actually get a type of iron that is known as heme iron, versus your plant and cereals and legumes. Those are going to be non-heme sources. And the difference in the body is bioavailability. When you are eating animal products, that iron, heme iron, is more readily available within your body for use. And what this does for the body is actually help you transport oxygen, and it also plays a role in DNA synthesis. Interestingly enough though, we eat more plant products than we do animal products. So in general, people are consuming more non-heme iron anyways. But having a lack of heme iron can lead to iron deficiency anemia, which is the most common nutritional problem in the United States. Now, a lack of iron, there's very subtle signs to it. You usually have to get blood tests done for it, and your doctor will then diagnose you with iron deficiency anemia. But the number one way to avoid that, really, is food diversification. So that's usually what I try to do. That's why I try to change it up. I still like chicken. I like steak, fish, but and change up my diet, I do like to incorporate alternative sources of protein. So that was lunch, post-workout meal. It was 6 ounces of tofu, and then I don't ever count my vegetables because I just think that's a little crazy. But it was a lot of vegetables, so I'm pretty full. Vegetables add volume to your diet, so if you're in a deficit, definitely helps with eating less calories. But the 6 ounces of tofu that I had was only 14 grams of protein. So that is the downside of doing the alternate sources of protein. Not using animal products is ounce by ounce per gram, you're getting a lot less protein. That's probably like half of what I get from like 6 ounces of chicken. So I'll probably, I don't know, maybe have a protein shake. Even still, I don't have my protein too high, but if you're a bigger person, it does make it a little trickier. But I found that adding a non-animal product source of protein into my diet makes digesting that meal just a little easier on my body. I don't necessarily feel like I was bloated or anything. So I definitely think that it is something to consider. It's also good for the environment, and really just comes down to food diversification. So try it out, try new things, don't live in a square, take it easy.